In this video, you'll learn special techniques to further improve your negotiation skills. The building blocks of negotiation are interest, options, standards, people, and BATNA, which is alternatives.
So thank you for meeting with me. I wanted to talk to you today because I found out my wife was cheating on me with her executive, and I just want to know what my options are.
Okay, options. Invent options. An option is a possible agreement or part of one. An option is not a commitment. It is exploring what might be done. Explore options before making any decision.
Let me ask you some questions before we give you some of your options. You have properties.
Yes.
You have kids.
One. Yeah.
Dog.
No.
What about prenuptial?
I didn't think we needed one.
Okay, this next question is gonna be sensitive, but have you cheated with your wife, with other?
No, I never cheated on her. She cheated on me.
Okay, let me lay down to you what's going on in here. Okay, we'll assume that she has a lawyer already with herself, and they're laying down their plan. And is there anything else you might have missed mentioning it to us?
No, I don't think so. Okay.
Are you in a long haul for us, like emotionally, physically?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn you over to my colleague here, Marcy. She's an expert on divorce, and I'm going through myself also. So I'll let her do the research on everything and explain everything, all the process. Thank you.
We're gonna give you what you deserve.
The purpose of negotiation is to satisfy your underlying interests, not your initial position. The difference between position and interest are: position is the things you say you want / the demands. Interest is underlying motivation, needs and concerns, and fears and aspirations.
Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us today in such short notice. My client, Jeremy Grimm, is filing for divorce on grounds of adultery against your client, Annie Grimm. So here we are in our mediation meeting, and I want to talk to you guys about how we can negotiate your whole settlement with a divorce.
Can't believe you cheated on me.
Marcy, I wanted to thank you for calling this meeting today. Me and my client Annie have a couple things we want to discuss regarding the divorce settlement as well. I'm sure you already know of this, but California law is community law and everything is split 50-50. So I would like for us today to go ahead and come to a decision together on how we can settle the divorce and come up with a fair agreement for both my client and your client.
Now we're going to talk about standards. To resolve conflicts of interest, use independent standards. Independent standards could be market value, precedent, industry price. However, in this situation, Rainier is using community property law, which is considered an industry standard. It should be relevant and widely accepted. Standards help the other side persuade their constituents to use independent standards to persuade both parties that an agreement is fair.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying about the 50-50, and that's the regular, what everyone usually does here in California. But this might be a little bit different since Annie was the one who committed adultery, so definitely Jeremy, my client, should be the ones who receive more.
Listen, Marcy, California law is 50-50. That was established a long time before me and you got our licenses. So what we need to do is we need to come up with a conclusion where it's not 75-25.
No. I don't want her to get a damn thing.
I deserve more than you can ever give to me, okay?
No.
You Jeremy,
listen.
no.
Jeremy.
You were the one that fucked your executive.
It's not my fault you were never home. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to move up in my company?
And I was the one that was providing you.
How am I supposed to do this? I'm doing this for us, Jeremy.
Yeah, you can climb up the company without getting under
I cook for
somebody.
you. I clean for you. Labor.
You guys, Annie, this isn't working out. We definitely need to reschedule. You guys, calm down, Annie. You guys are way too heated, both of you guys. Marcy, I think we need to
reschedule this.
connect, come together, and do this.
I want my money.
We should just reschedule this.
You need to relax. All right, calm down. All right.
If you want to change somebody's mind, you must know their underlying interest. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Find their interest. For example, look behind Annie's position and look at her underlying interest for why she wants all that money. Which is, she wants all that money for security, as well as stability for her kids.
Thank you for once again meeting with us so that we can figure this out as soon as possible. So what I'm hoping that we can do at this meeting today is have both of our clients talk about what they want to, what outcome they want from the settlement. So I will first want to start with Jeremy, and he explain what it is that he wants and why he feels that he deserves it. And then same thing with Annie, I want you to explain why it is that you feel that you deserve what you want. But I want us to all be in calm composure where we are hearing each other, listening to each other, and I don't want any interruptions. I don't want to criticize anybody.
So when dealing with negotiation, you obviously have to deal with people. You have to disentangle the people from the problem. People problems include emotions, perceptions, and communications. Now, half of negotiation is listening. You have to use active listening. When you deal with people problems, use people techniques. Deal with the problem in its merits. When you're communicating with people, words are not the only ones involved. There's tone, body language, and technique. Turn face-to-face confrontation to side-to-side problem solving.
So why don't we start off with Jeremy and him explaining why he needs to what it is that he wants as an outcome for the settlement.
So I think that I deserve more because I was the one that was working hard, supporting us, supporting our family. I do understand that I may have been a little harsh saying that she doesn't deserve anything because she has taken care of the children. She's been a good mother, but I was the one that provided the house, all the food. I was the main provider. So I really think that I deserve more.
Jeremy, I wanted to thank you for expressing how you feel and what you would like the outcome to be of this divorce settlement. It is important for me to know what my client wants and what the best outcome for her would be as well. So I'm going to have Annie explain what she would like out of this. So Annie, take the floor.
I really think that I deserve half of everything, 50-50, assets, money, property, everything. Just because I gave you my life for 10 years. I was a great wife to you. I did everything for you. I'm never gonna get those 10 years of my life back that I dedicated to you, to our kids. I went through labor. I suffered. You didn't do anything. You just worked and that's all you did. I'm the real victim here. I did this for us and you don't even understand that. And I really feel that my hard work, my dedication to you, Jeremy, you're not even paying attention to me. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You just never give me the attention that I need. You never give me any kind of love from this marriage. And, I work so hard and I'm never gonna get that time of my life back. Jeremy.
Yeah. Annie,
I'm never gonna get that back.
I definitely do feel your frustration. As you guys can see, my client is frustrated. So I think the best thing we can do for both of us is just to reschedule. We can make a third meeting and go ahead and come to terms and agreements or talk about or brainstorm about what we do need to do. How does that sound?
It sounds great.
So when dealing with alternatives, we have to use BATNA. Know your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. Know your BATNA. What can you do to improve it and how to estimate the other party's BATNA. Noticing how bad it is for each side helps keep the deal from falling apart. Knowing your best alternative gives you confidence and helps you when you are in a situation when the other side backs out of the deal.
So in my meeting with Jeremy, we did agree that 70-30 is reasonable for the adultery that you had committed, and I think that would make sense.
But Marcy, I did talk about the 60-40 was something that was more reasonable for me and my client Annie, and I think if we could come to something closer to that, that would be better for both parties, not just mine, to avoid court and all the different extra costs and time that we have to put into place for that.
You know what, Marcy? I just want to end this as quickly as possible. We had discussed, without taking it to court, the lowest that I'm willing to go is 65-35, and that's our final offer. So I think that's something we can all agree on.
Yeah, that's something me and my client could definitely do.
Okay, and then that avoids us going to court. It's easy.
Does that sound okay with you?
That sounds reasonable.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you.
All right.
Here,
Done,
Jeremy. Take this back. I never want to see you again.
Bitch.
So as you can see from the video, you learn special techniques to further improve your negotiation skills. And to reiterate, the building blocks of negotiation are interests, options, standards, people, and alternatives. You're bad enough.